What if I told you that the path to financial security is often blocked by myths we've come to believe about budgeting? Yes, myths that make us think we're not earning enough to save, or that budgeting means cutting out all the joy in our lives. In this video, we're going to turn these myths on their head and show you how budgeting is actually the secret weapon to enjoying more freedom, not less. Imagine being able to go on that dream vacation without worrying about the bill, or experiencing the joy of living without debt. It's all possible, and it starts with busting some of the most common budgeting myths. We'll explore why you don't need a six-figure income to save money, how budgeting can actually mean more fun, not less, and why it doesn't have to be time-consuming or complicated. By the end of this video, you'll see budgeting in a whole new light. Not as a constraint, but as a liberating force that can truly set you free financially. So buckle up and get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about managing your money. Let's dive into the world of budgeting myths and unlock the door to financial freedom together. Myth 1. You don't earn enough to save. One of the most pervasive myths about budgeting is the idea that you need to be making a lot of money to start saving. This couldn't be further from the truth. Saving is not about the amount of money you earn, but about the priorities you set. It's about making smart choices with the money you do have. For instance, did you know that if you save just $5 a day, you'll have saved $1,825 in a year? That's a significant amount that can go towards an emergency fund, a vacation, or even a small investment. The key is to start small. Even the act of saving loose change can accumulate to a surprising total over time. Moreover, automating your savings can remove the temptation to spend that money elsewhere. Many banks offer the option to automatically transfer a fixed amount to your savings account each month. This set-it-and-forget-it strategy ensures that you're consistently saving without having to think about it. Remember, it's not about how much you earn, but how you allocate your earnings. By debunking this myth, you'll find that saving money is possible for anyone at any income level. It's all about taking that first step and making saving a non-negotiable part of your budget. Myth 2. Budgeting means you can't have fun. Many people think that having a budget means cutting out all the fun in their lives. This myth couldn't be more misleading. Budgeting doesn't stop you from enjoying life. It ensures you enjoy life without financial stress. It's about balance, not deprivation. By allocating funds for entertainment and leisure, you're not saying no to fun. You're saying yes to fun within your means. Consider this. A well-planned budget includes categories for dining out, hobbies, and vacations. It's about making conscious choices where your money goes, ensuring you can still have those coffee shop visits or movie nights without guilt or financial repercussions. The trick is to set aside a designated fun money category in your budget. This way, you can indulge in your favorite activities without derailing your financial goals. Remember, a budget isn't a prison sentence. It's a roadmap to financial freedom, allowing you to enjoy life today while securing your financial future. Myth 3. A budget is too restrictive. The myth that budgeting is akin to putting oneself in financial handcuffs is widespread but unfounded. A budget, contrary to popular belief, is not about restriction. It's about control. It gives you the power to decide where your money goes, rather than wondering where it went. Imagine budgeting as planning a road trip. You have your map, budget, destinations, financial goals, and enough gas, money to get there. Without a map, you might take wrong turns, impulse purchases, and run out of gas, money, before reaching your destination. But with a plan, you can navigate efficiently, taking detours, splurges when you want, because you know it's within your plan. A budget adapts to your life, not the other way around. It's a living document that changes as your life does. If you find your budget too restrictive, it might be time to adjust it, not abandon it. Flexibility is key to a sustainable budget. By embracing this mindset, you can turn budgeting from a perceived restriction into a powerful tool for financial empowerment. Myth 4. You need to be good at math to budget. One of the most intimidating myths about budgeting is the belief that it requires advanced math skills. Let's bust this myth wide open. Budgeting is more about organization and discipline than complex calculations. In fact, the basic math required for budgeting is simple addition and subtraction. With the plethora of budgeting apps and tools available today, the heavy lifting of calculations is done for you. These tools not only calculate your expenses and savings, but also provide visual aids like graphs and charts to help you understand your financial situation at a glance. Moreover, the essence of budgeting lies in tracking your income and expenses, which boils down to just noting down numbers and doing basic arithmetic. If you can calculate the change from a purchase or split a bill at a restaurant, you can manage a budget. It's about being mindful of where your money is going and making adjustments as needed. The key is consistency and the willingness to take charge of your financial health. By demystifying this aspect of budgeting, we open the door to financial planning for everyone, not just the mathematically inclined. Myth 5. Budgeting is time-consuming. Many people avoid budgeting because they believe it will take up too much of their time. However, this is a misconception. Initially, setting up a budget may require some upfront investment of time to track your expenses and understand your financial habits. But once established, maintaining a budget takes just a few minutes each day or a quick review once a week. The trick is to integrate budgeting into your daily routine, making it as habitual as checking your email or social media. Technology has made budgeting more accessible and less time-consuming than ever before, with apps that link to your bank accounts and categorize your spending automatically. Keeping track of your finances can be as simple as reviewing notifications on your phone. Furthermore, investing a small amount of time into budgeting each week can save you hours of stress and worry about finances in the long run. The time you spend budgeting is an investment in your financial well-being, leading to peace of mind and more informed financial decisions. By reframing the way we think about the time commitment of budgeting, we can see it not as a chore but as a crucial step towards achieving financial freedom. Myth 6. You can't budget with irregular income. One of the biggest financial myths is that budgeting is only for those with a steady paycheck. If your income fluctuates, like that of freelancers, salespeople, or seasonal workers, you might think budgeting isn't for you. This couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, if your income is irregular, having a budget is even more crucial. The key to budgeting with an irregular income is to base your budget on your lowest earning month. This conservative approach ensures you can cover your essentials during leaner times. Start by tracking your income over the past year to find your baseline. Then prioritize your expenses, ensuring your needs are covered first. Any income above your baseline can be allocated to savings, investments, or non-essential spending. Another strategy is to maintain a buffer in your savings to smooth out the income fluctuations. This way, you're not living paycheck to paycheck, but rather managing your money in a way that accommodates the ebb and flow of your income. Remember, budgeting with an irregular income might require a bit more planning, but it's entirely possible and indeed necessary for financial stability. Myth 7. You need expensive apps and tools to budget. It's a common misconception that effective budgeting requires fancy, high-cost apps or tools. While there are many great budgeting tools out there, many of which offer sophisticated analytics and syncing with your bank accounts, they are not a necessity for successful budgeting. In reality, a simple spreadsheet or even a pen and paper can be just as effective for tracking your income and expenses. The most important aspect of budgeting is not the tool you use, but the habit of regularly monitoring your finances and adjusting as needed. For those just starting out or looking to budget without spending extra money, there are plenty of free budgeting apps and templates available online. These resources can provide the structure you need to get started and maintain a budget without any financial investment. The goal of budgeting is to enhance your financial well-being, not add to your expenses. Ultimately, the best budgeting tool is the one that you will use consistently, whether it's a high-tech app or a simple notebook. Myth 8. Only people with debt need to budget. There's a common misconception that budgeting is only necessary for those trying to climb out of debt. This myth can lead people who are debt-free to overlook the importance of managing their finances, potentially setting them up for financial trouble down the line. The truth is, budgeting is crucial for everyone, regardless of their debt situation. It's not just about getting out of debt. It's about staying out of debt and building wealth over time. Budgeting allows you to allocate your resources wisely, ensuring you're saving for the future, investing, and not overspending. It's a proactive approach to financial management that can help you achieve your financial goals faster, whether that's buying a home, saving for retirement, or funding your children's education. Moreover, it provides a safety net, ensuring that you're prepared for unexpected expenses and don't have to rely on credit. Remember, budgeting is not a punishment for past financial mistakes. It's a tool for creating a brighter financial future. Myth 9. Budgeting doesn't work in real life. Many people are skeptical about budgeting, believing it works well in theory but not in practice. This myth stems from the idea that life is too unpredictable for a budget to be effective. While it's true that unexpected expenses can arise, this doesn't mean that budgeting is futile. On the contrary, having a budget is what makes navigating these unforeseen challenges possible without derailing your finances. A budget isn't a rigid plan that cannot be deviated from. It's a flexible tool that can be adjusted as your life and financial situation change. Successful budgeters know this and review their budgets regularly, tweaking them as needed. This adaptability is what makes budgeting work in real life. It's about understanding your financial flow and being prepared to adjust your spending in response to life's uncertainties. By embracing flexibility in your budgeting approach, you can ensure that it remains relevant and effective, no matter what life throws your way. Myth 10. Once you create a budget, you're all set. The final myth we're busting today is the belief that once you've set a budget, the work is done. This misconception can lead to frustration when people find their initial budget doesn't perfectly match their actual spending habits or life situations. The truth is, budgeting is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Your financial situation, priorities, and goals will evolve over time, and so should your budget. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your budget is crucial for its success. This doesn't mean you're failing at budgeting. It means you're using your budget as intended. A static budget is unlikely to work in the long term because it doesn't account for changes in income, unexpected expenses, or shifts in financial goals. By treating your budget as a living document that reflects your current financial situation, you can make informed decisions that keep you on track towards your financial objectives.